They are at the start of their journey, they think outside the box, and they often come up with bright ideas. Their projects are innovative, they are a new generation of business people, and their distinguishing features are creativity and enthusiasm. This is the World of Startups, the program about IT developers and the industry of startups.
Здравствуйте! В эфире программа The World of Startups.
Hello and welcome to the World of Startups. I'm Serhii Kakishev. We bring you the news about cutting-edge technologies, clever gadgets and people who invent and use them. Watch on this edition.
Смотрите сегодня в программе.
Kazakhstani application businessman is a pocket reference book, a lawyer and assistant all in one. The meter energy-saving replacement of electric kettles, Google self-driving cars, and more in our review of high-tech news. A quail egg startup or how to make money on a delicacy. Our correspondents have been to a quail farm to find out about the peculiarities of the unusual business.
Одна из основных проблем казахстанцев.
One of the main problems for Kazakhstani business people is lack of information, which is not an easy job to get. Well, Kazakhstani programmers seem to have found the solution to this problem. Find out what it is from the upcoming report.
Специального репортажа.
Businessman Igor Ilinsky has been in the light industry for more than 20 years. The experience he gained allowed him to set up his own small clothes factory. The produce is well known in Kazakhstan under brand name Sofia Linsky and is mostly lingerie and sportswear. The factory seems to be busy with orders, but the entrepreneur says he has the same problems over and over again. I have a small garment factory, but we are in Almaty, which is not as developed as China. We can't be compared to even Kyrgyzia or Belarus. We have very few professional sewers who know the stuff. Apart from the shortage of specialists, the entrepreneur lacks the necessary information such as how to run this kind of business, which is difficult to find on the internet. But Igor does not give up and is always in search of solutions, including new technologies. It was a lot easier to enter this application and find the necessary section, sewers, designers. This saved a lot of my time. Honestly, I would still have been searching for stuff. I just need to enter here and find a well-qualified worker for my business. This is very important. The mobile app Igor talks about is called Businessman. It has been developed by Kazakhstani programmers and has recently been presented in Almaty. We can call the Businessman app a real encyclopedia for entrepreneurs. Suppose you are starting a business. Here is a good function called How to Start a Business. There is an introduction where terms individual business person and entity are explained. Small business and medium-sized business are defined among other things too. Besides, there are other useful functions for every business person, such as how to protect your business, the blacklist of companies that have a criminal record, as well as information about state investment programs and a list of venture capitalists. And this is only a small part of what the mobile app can offer, so rush to download this application on Google Play and App Store. Currently, it is free of charge. Last week, in the high-tech world, we had a lot of hot news as usual. Google promised their driverless cars would soon appear on the roads of the US. A German startup invented a device that will allow you to do away with the electric kettle. They say it doesn't gather scum and is a lot more energy efficient. Watch the news. A Berlin-based startup has presented an energy-saving device, a replacement of the electric kettle called Miito. It will enable you to make tea or coffee and also heat a plate of soup. The Miito is a two-part system containing a small induction base and a metal rod. It is suitable for heating any amounts of liquids in non-ferrous vessels such as cups, glasses, pots and even plates. With Miito, you heat only the amount of liquids you want, no more, no less, while saving a considerable amount of energy. To set up the production, the startup needed to raise £150,000, which it managed to get in just 38 hours after the announcing on Kickstarter. The shipping, however, will start no sooner than April 2016, say the developers of the device. Google self-driving cars will appear on American roads this summer. They will be mainly electric autonomous cars. A few prototypes will appear on the roads of Mountain View, California, where the headquarters of Google is based. The maximum speed of the car will be limited to 40 kilometers an hour. For safety, these cars will be equipped with a removable steering wheel, gas and braking pedals, so when there is a need, the pilot could operate the car manually. Currently, Google cars are being tested and are driven only on restricted parts of the road and are thoroughly monitored. The technology includes artificial intelligence, Google Stream View data, video cameras, and a number of sensors. For the testing, Google is using about 20 models of Toyota Prius and Audi TT. During the testing period, the cars have been through 11 minor accidents with no injuries, mostly on city roads. All the accidents were caused by other drivers due to the driver's risky tricks and lack of attention.
Пока большинство стартаперов специализируется на...
While most startups specialize in IT technologies, Kazakhstani entrepreneur Alisher Abdigali decided to set up an unusual business. He owns a quail farm, which is situated not far from Almaty. He breeds quails on the farm using a unique Japanese technology. Our correspondents have studied the peculiarities of running this business.
Называется изнутри.
Here we've got egg collectors. The eggs are all here. The business is well worth risks, says Alisher Abdigali. He is one of the few Kazakhstani business people who set up his own quail farm and produces both eggs and chicken, Uzura farm. He borrowed this idea from Japan, where he had lived and worked for about 10 years. In Japan, quail eggs are in the top 5 of the most frequently eaten foods. I worked in Japan for a large quail farm called Tokayuki as an apprentice. After the apprenticeship with my partner, we decided to set up a similar business here. Last year, as I remember, it was the 11th of September. We got the quail eggs laid. Currently, we are still consulting with Japanese technologists. Today, the number of quails on the Uzura farm, which means quail farm, accounts for about 7,000. They are quails of special breeds, the white and the pharaohs. The peak of their productivity takes place until the 10th month of their life. Then the number of eggs laid drops significantly and the birds are slaughtered for their meat. The difference between pharaohs and the white quails in that pharaohs lay 280 to 300 eggs each. The white lay fewer eggs, but they are larger birds. The initial investment to the quail startup was $40,000. That was Alisher's own money and 3 of his business partners' money. Most of this money was spent on the expensive equipment, buying quails, as well as renting workshops and their repairs. The latter is very important as temperature and humidity are critical for the site. This is our incubator. This is where we put eggs. They are kept here for 17 days. On the 17th day, chicks are hatched. This takes place for about 2 days. After that, we take them to the mango. After some time kept in the mango, the chicks are placed in a zone for more mature birds. Here they lay about 4,000 eggs a day. Each egg weighs 14 grams. The cost of such an egg is 12 tenge. The cost of the quail meat is 3,000 tenge a kilo. Despite the fact that the meat and eggs of quails are not very popular in Kazakhstan, there is demand for the produce by Uza farm. The eggs and meat are supplied to a few large stores in Almaty. Although there is no revenue yet, the startup has just entered the stage of return. In the near future, the entrepreneurs are planning to increase the number of birds to 10,000, at the same time supplying the delicacy meat to the markets of Kazakhstan. The business people believe in the theory that supply causes demand and that this will be the key factor in their success.
На сегодня все. С вами была программа The World
That's
of
all for
Startups.
today. You've been watching The World of Startups. I'm Serhii Kakishev. We observe all the largest world IT events, and in a week we will get back on Kazakh TV with the most interesting facts and news. Goodbye.